Hold on. I'm back. I'm back, baby. For now, you know. Well, this is what's going to happen. They got a little bit of manipulation shit going on. Think I don't know. Well, I got a little bit more. I get a little bit more out there than everybody knows now. Got a little help. And I'm allowed to say that because, you know, that could be Santa Claus helping me. You know, I'm crazy anyway. So about the crazy thing, you know, I want to get this through everybody's fucking thick head. Everybody's going with this excuse that, oh my God, you know, I tell a story and it's crazy. Well, if it's a fucking crazy story, then it's going to sound crazy. And usually when it's crazy, so crazy it don't sound real, and somebody's that adamant about it, then somebody needs to come get that person, put them in the hospital, or there's a little bit of truth behind it. Now, anybody who knows me is either for me or against me. I mean, that's the way it is with me. You either like me or you don't. And if you don't like me, it's because you're a fucking dork. That's why. Alright? And I don't give a fuck. Alright? That's the bottom line on that. Because who the fuck doesn't like a guy who's a good dude? Do anything for you? I'm not a bad drunk. I don't bother nobody. I don't waste other people's money. I don't steal. I don't lie. I don't cheat. And I don't fuck around with other people's girls. So what the fuck's the problem? So, anywho, there's this debate going around that everybody was using the excuse that, oh, well, you know, I'm not going to stand behind Steve because, well, you know, you came off a little crazy. Did I say? Okay. Well, I'm going to explain something to you. When it's smoked out. It's a military tactic. What they do is they take everybody that you got, internally use somebody, make you look bad. Those people don't want to be around you no more because they don't trust you. They leave you. They call you bad names. Bye-bye. You don't know what happened. So, of course, you're not going to fucking argue. You're going to say, fuck you. Now you got nobody around you. What happens when you got nobody around you? Got no light on you. Something can come into your life. Well, that's what happened. Nobody wants to believe that because it's not a normal thing. I mean, this is obviously, it's not an everyday occurrence. I'm not that fucking special. The bottom line is, here's the bottom line. There's a dude, all right, who's related to these next door neighbors of mine, who for a year, nothing but nice, said to them, look, I don't want to go to court, but you cut down 7 feet into my property, like there's a fence line, come on. Then I have to get it staked out, and I own more of the driveway than I thought I did. I don't want to cut it. They made me get a lawyer because they don't want to deal with nobody because they think they're fucking special. And I never disrespect these people, but they disrespected me, right? I'm doing all the right things, saying all the right things. And this is why there's a problem. Mr. Bilirubin, all right? Mr. fucking send somebody to do something. You tell somebody that you're going to fuck with me until I'm dead or in jail again. Say that again to somebody. I want you to lean over and say it in your room to yourself. Because you think you're alone in your room. You ain't the tough one no more, buddy. Ain't nothing tough ever been about you except for the push of a pen or pointing of your finger. Well, guess what? I'm tough and I got you too. You're not the only one with somebody listening. Hack it into my phone. You know what I mean? You fucking nerd. All right? I ain't afraid to say your name live. Where you at? Who you gonna send today, SWAT? No. No, you won't. Nice try. Too much got out, brother. All right? I know you got this and this and this and this and this, but you ain't got that no more, because anybody affiliated with you after yesterday, see, I'm allowed to say, because I don't work for the department no more. And you ain't going to be working that much longer anymore either. You think you own this city? What's better than a crooked politician getting shit down the drain? The next politician talking shit on them. You're all crooked, so you're done already. You know it. So you should have took your shot yesterday when I told you, come to the fucking shed. You took my kid away. You stole my dog. I got no benefits, no money, no insurance. You know what I got? I got you to laugh at now. Until you try. And because I want you to try, send them all. 1902 Cole. You can hit me from Grant. Right in between the auto body and the fucking corner dog thing. It'll hit me right in the neck. Pussy. Yeah, you tell somebody, oh, I'm never going to get over here. I tried to make peace with you so you didn't have to be fucked over. I don't take people's jobs like you took mine. You fucking hack. You fucking talk to Dr. Axelrod so that he would recant a full statement, just like the Flyers doctor and the other doctor you sent in. They matched identical. Now, normally a doctor wouldn't recant a statement like that. You know why? Because they lose their fucking license. But you promise everybody the world. And he gets that extra paycheck. Not everybody knows. But when you send somebody back to work, whether they're fucked up or not, you get a little bonus from the city. Ho. Didn't know that, did you? Send a bunch of fucking hurt people back to work. My shoulders hanging off the meat, right? Now, the bottom line is I got set because tough guy here decides to have the city fucking doctor take his statement back and say that I can return to full duty. So now I have a choice to make. My shoulders hanging with no socket. The Flyer surgeon said it will tear. It's not when, it will. Ruben, right, puts me in a situation to where I got to choose between being a liar and collecting a check, which people do in this city, or doing what I'm supposed to do and never, ever put a fucking firefighter in danger because you're being selfish. I got no paycheck and I'm happy with that. You know what I'm not happy with? That Bill Rubin right now, everybody in this city somehow knows about me. Now, it could have started out where you thought I was crazy at first, but let me tell you something. The only reason I went crazy was because of what happened. The guy tried to have me killed by an honorable 2 guys of SWAT using the wrong... I mean, it's so bad that if I was allowed to take it to a real court where it wasn't corrupt, and I'm not saying Philly court's corrupt, I'm saying the court that they're presenting it in is going to be corrupt, which they're not presenting it in right now. At least they haven't finagled that. I'm in VA court, thank God. Otherwise, he got me down for 35 years for something I didn't do with no witnesses, no evidence. The city picked it up because they set it up. Because you know what? Because the stupid people next door decided they're so special and so untouchable because of his attitude. They destroyed my property. And it was a $10,000 fix. Times 3 in the city. But what did I want? That's after, we go to court. They paid lawyer fees and everything. And then I take them company that they had do it to court because you don't fucking go on somebody's property, and anybody knows that. But they said, I know he's a piece of shit. We're the best. Okay, well, guess what? You're trying to work your union. You're trying to work your city. Blah blah blah. You think people fucking ain't ready to step the fuck up? Now, fuck the fact that there might be, the citizens or the workers or whatever. Everybody's waiting for somebody to step up. I'm talking about there's agencies. Not the ones that you run on your little profile with the OIG and the FBI. Because I called them. They're punks. And if you're working on it, I take it back. But if you really ain't, if you really are, you're good at what you do. Because he's been hacking everybody's computers for the last 2 days. I seen all them little things you have available to you. And I went through my phone and I saw a little thing you did in there. Pretty good. I reset it though. Now I'm back on Facebook, punk. So, everybody goes, Steve, why are you doing that? That's a bad approach, yeah? Well, guess what? When somebody tries to kill you, and your son ain't allowed around anymore, and then they brandish your name in the fire department for a year, using a guy, they send him in to try to make me lose my mind. Then the guys say, we don't trust you no more, because that lieutenant says, Steve's being watched by the police because he threatened some city controller. Now, if that was true, no, these guys couldn't know it. But if I was under investigation, had I purchased a firearm 8 months into the investigation with a month and a half background check? It's a bullshit investigation. And it's based off of him going in there and telling him I'm a bad guy. I don't know this. Now, they're under a false impression of me with no evidence. And they're told to write down everything I say and do. Now, why would you have somebody do that when you got a camera and witnesses? Because you could take words, not in regular court, because, they would be like, where's the camera? But you could take words, like if I say, hey, you're so beautiful, if I hit you in the head with a ball peen hammer all the way I take you out on a date, she smiles, no big deal. But if you write it down, it's a threat. So that's what's happening. They took misdemeanors made out of thin air, because character comes into play instead of words, right? Like right now, if I was screaming, I'm going to murder you, be different. So this is what's going on right now. I'm not going to that court. At least so far, I don't know. And who's Darian? Who the fuck are you? I don't know you. So, bring me to a regular court. That was the plan. I didn't know I was going to VA court. Nobody did. I don't think my lawyer knew. VA court's like, it's amazing what they do. They help you out, But I didn't commit the crime. But let me tell you something. When you got everybody in your pocket, and if you check out LinkedIn, Bill Rubin, look at all his jobs. Find out why the DA would do what they did. Because a 2-year DA writing up full charges on a misdemeanor, maximum punishment of 5 years apiece. 5 years apiece. And 911 was not called. Now, how you figure that? No, 911 wasn't called. On the 17th is the first complaint. I have no complaint from the store. The store can say, hey, you made us uncomfortable, you can leave. Then the cop can come make me leave. And I still, no court, nothing. Or a cop come to my house and say they're not comfortable, the owner doesn't want you ever to come back. None of that happened, right? But that's what we're going on now, because the date of the attempted murder, which that's what it was, had to be witnessed by somebody in law enforcement to guarantee that firearm was seen on premises within a certain amount of time of that tactical SWAT being sent to the house. Basically, the SWAT tactical, the warrant said AR-15 brandished in public by Steve Killian at 1902 Cole Street with intent, which means I got an AR-15 out front with intent to kill. So, what's their orders? They come as fast as they can, and if I'm not outside, I'm inside, the house gets flashbanged. Now, on a normal investigation, every investigation, if you have a permit to carry, if you work for the city as a fireman, police officer, You're in a service. If you have service dogs, there's all those things stop certain things from happening. Why would you be getting in trouble for having your gun out front? We have an open carry policy, and a AR-15 is considered a carry weapon. Open carry. Now, the fact that it was saying it was being shot out front, where'd that come from? Who made that call? We should know where that came from. No. So, Mr. Detective makes his own phone call for himself because he saw the goddamn gun. Because I gave a picture of that gun to the guy who I got the dog back from. Because 2 doors down, dickhead, Mr. Fucking manager, the finance management to the Flyers, the Philadelphia Flyers finance manager, 2 doors away from me. This prick steals my dog for him to fuck with me. Now, 4 months go by. This guy jumps the fucking thing, starts a fight with Theodora out of nowhere. Never seen him before. Why are you doing that? I realized at that moment that he had the dog. I looked through all his friends because he's an idiot on Facebook. Find the fucking dog. Guess who he's friends with? Bilirubin. Him, and another guy down the street. The guy that I'm talking about, I became friends with. The guy had the dog. He didn't know that his own family put him in danger because he had probation, and he had 3 daughters, and it's a felony offense. But they put him in that situation, saying it was just a hurt dog. Not 5 minutes before that we had just picked it up from their house, and they knew who I was because I'm 2 doors down. I'm the fireman, and I'm the guy with the dogs. But because I tried to sue them for coming onto my property and cutting my trees down, look, I'd have gave it to him if I could. I'm a nice guy, but I want to sell the house. You gotta sell it with the property lines. This guy's acting like I did something. Now he's saying, I'll never stop till he's dead or in jail. Are you kidding me, Bilirubin? You're the city fucking controller. The city audit, the pension board, man. You know why the board of pensions, you know why I'm fired? Because he had a doctor who had the same thing as the other 2 doctors recant his statement because he could protect him from being fired, which normally would happen, and fucking say that my arm's good enough to go back to work because he knows I won't do that to somebody. So I have to quit. No baddies, no nothing. Name's been brandished. Nobody really wants to believe what I'm saying because for a year and a half, my family and friends disowned me because it really is fucking crazy that your whole platoon and your officer being the bad guy, Stolzheimer, who, guess what, still has his job and can't get fired or demoted because the city has no control over the city controller. Isn't that fucked up? So the guy that took a hit out on me, I sold that AR-15 4 months prior. So when they got here, there was no weapon that was described on the warrant. Which means what? It was faked. I got a 3rd carbon copy. You're supposed to get the original copy in a sealed envelope on the spot. This guy says, where's the AR? I said, I sold it. He said, why? I said, why is that a question? I said, because I knew some punk like you would be coming around trying to make some shit up. And guess what? You just tried to kill to me. With a confirmed AR-15 that's not here. And if he was a real detective, he would have said, where is it? Because I could be hiding it. And I would have given him the guy's name and address, and I would have went there with him, and he'd have showed him the weapon. He'd have told him the same story I did, but that didn't happen. Why? Because he's not worried about it, because he knows that I'm telling the truth, because he didn't find it where he thought it was going to be in front of the window with 500 rounds. Because I just got it. He figured, damn, there's no way he's getting rid of that. You're not so smart. Why do you think I gave that guy the fucking picture? I said, tell your fucking brother-in-law he runs up on my girl like that again on my property. Second Amendment rights, going to take action. And I'm being nice because I'm giving him a heads up. Immediately sold it because I did what I needed to do. I ain't a killer. Not like you, Bilirubin, who hides. And then you fucking finagle other people that are scared of you. You know what? Only reason I'm not scared of you, because you took everything And I ain't afraid to die. So kill me now. What else? You can't fire me. You can't embarrass me. I can't see my son because he ain't safe with me now because of you, Bill Rubin. So people watching this, Bill Rubin, the city auditor, who everybody's afraid of, this little punk who gets smacked around by anyone who wanted to and has no protection unless we, the people, allow it. He's nobody. But he's somebody because of fear. He's got the he's got the departments trying to scrape and scrounge not to get in trouble by who? They should be up there smacking him down. Get the fuck out of here. And he should be in jail. They know for a fact there was attempted murder on me. And it didn't come from the goddamn SWAT. Where was it? It's traceable. The city's going to cover it up because it goes too deep. So what do? Steve Killian gets fired. He's already branded crazy. He ain't got no money. And he's sitting duck. So they're going to allow Bill, because he admitted to my fucking lawyer that he was going to kill me. Or never let the party stop because I'm a fucking toy to this guy. The fact that I don't have my family and he's fucking around with my funds. You know, like I'm not going to get a pension now because guess who the pension guy is? He can make that wait around because the doctor that he paid, he had to do it. He is too many fingers, guys. He could do it to anybody at any time. And nobody's going to say nothing because it ain't happening to them. And the thing is, it don't matter what I say. Because those badges on these guys that are supposed to be the men taking care of shit, that haven't done it by now, and all the truth has been out for almost 2 weeks. I still could go 35 years in prison. Now these are guys that I honorably did my job with. I don't care what anybody says. Because the truth is the truth. The only thing that anybody could say about me came out that was a lie. So everybody owes me a fucking apology. But I won't get one. Because there's too many fucking prideful people. They'll like the fact that I could go to jail. And that's a sick fucking thing because I ain't never hurt nobody in my life. I'm telling you right now. If you don't think that one detective and one dickbag that pisses on his balls, alright, punks, has that much control over the police and fire and internal affairs, FBI, and OIG, who should have already had somebody sitting outside of my house protecting me, not one person came to protect my house. So I had to go nuts on Facebook to get attention. And everybody wanted to say Steve's crazy. Steve's smart. Because I ain't dying like that. With those kinds of charges that are fake. And you guys need to fucking know. If you think you can't be a police state, 2 pussies are running the city right now. Telling lawyers they're gonna fucking kill. We called the governor, the mayor. Where you at? You gonna kill me? Everybody's gonna, hey, you'll get away with it because you can sweep me under the rug and you run the city. Guess what? People are gonna get tired of you guys killing fucking service people. I ain't never had a record in my life. I've never ever had a record in my life. How the fuck do I got $420,000 in tickets from Clip since January when there was snow on the ground, posting motor lawn? When you motherfuckers cut down the trees and left a mess. How's that for truth? You want to call me a fucking liar? Crazy? Yo, everything but. If anyone with some balls under their little penis, all they would have to do is fucking go down to the 15th, request the fucking paperwork on my case. And immediately they would go, we gotta lock you up, detective, you fucking psycho piece of shit. Go down to Bill Rubin's office. smack him in his little balls, pull him away from his tablet, and look at all the people's files he's been fucking with. He has way too much power. And how many people, we're talking heroes. Yo, hero this motherfucker. I'm on death row. And every one of you pieces of shit is watching it and you know it. Half of yous didn't know it 2 days ago. Yous all know I'm telling the truth now. All of you. So I don't want to hear, oh, I didn't like killing. His death was okay. Because guess what? Nobody deserves to die just because you ain't got no balls to stand the fuck up and you were misinterpreting what I was for a year. It's not your fault. But you got to be a man too. You don't see me hiding. I didn't run. I told him where you could shoot me at. There's no one here. Come to the shed. Got all kind of shit. You got my gun. Gator one is get back, bitch. I'm coming. And I'm not going to leave this seat. I'm going to get you. The people I got, they better than the kids you got. Huh? Even if you kill me, they're still coming. You're not going to have a job. All you punk motherfuckers. Now, other than the mayor and the governor, I'm talking shit because I left the fucking messages for you before. You should have got back. My life was in danger. Not to mention the fucking people that I called. I ain't going to mention who the fuck they were. When you call somebody, I don't give a fuck if you're PTSD, ALSD, whatever. You got out 18 years ago, and you ain't never going off on Facebook, ever. Number one. You're not on Facebook saying, I didn't do it. You're saying, if I'm trying to convict it, it's real, fine. But one person looks into it and does their job, they're not corrupt, then, and we're talking about from my people, your people, any one person that has the authority to look at something with eyes and read and say, oh, what a bunch of crayon bullshit. This guy done some wrong shit. He's rogue. And who's he with? Why did this doctor can't recant something that you could prove? There's not a, you can't disprove it. You can't argue something. He didn't even have an argument. Where is the science behind that argument, buddy? And the fact that firemen could have died. How about you firemen out there that could have been dead? He's putting back to work. No one is standing up. Because you're looking at next to you going, who's going to stand up? Because I ain't going to be the only one with crazy killing. You know what? You know why I'm crazy? Because I'm normal. You guys are pussies. If you were a man, you'd be pissed off because your wife and your kids are in danger. And at any time, you bump into this guy or he bumps into you at a bar and he looks at you and he sees your name on your shirt. That's all it was. I woke up to him, pal. You get it? Bilirubin, you fucking dork. Kill me again. Nothing you can do now, buddy. Everything you do is being done. You are fucking done. And I'm telling you, if you're around them, you're dealing with them, you're talking with them, you better be talking straight up. Because if you say anything bad, it's all getting pushed. Everybody, all you people in power, guess who has the power? The people of the city of Philadelphia have the power, whether they stand up or not. They have the power to make phone calls. Even if it's the little FBI agency you got control over. So far you do, because I ain't seen one of them. I ain't protected. You guys might watch me get murdered now. That's how serious that shit is. But I ain't a pussy. Oh, everybody's calling me, yo man, you're really putting yourself out there like that. People are going to think you're crazy. Yeah? Not the people that know me. And the people that know me, when I die, then it's going to get real. Then there's going to be somebody going downtown. Everybody's going to be going, yo, you guys better fucking do your job and get him the fuck out of here. Because that's where we're at now. He wanted to keep it going. I said, me being a bigger man, said, yo, not because I'm scared, because I will win and I feel bad. Because I never took a man's job. And the punk motherfuckers that I could take, I never would. Even the one that had the killing set up. Now he's going to get, he's going to get his job back. I mean, he's going to start at low, handing out the tray. Homeless shelter, you're going to get maybe $15 towards dental. But you get a job. You don't take people's jobs just because they're fucking stupid. These guys got too much power. That's all it was. And, they're running around the city free. These police... Listen, cops, I'm not talking shit on you. I'm saying the higher-ups that know this happened wanted to cover it up. Because this guy, they think's too important. Or they're afraid of him. So it's better to... Like, my life doesn't matter. That I got 2 sons. And I'm taking care of all these people. My soul don't matter. I served. I'm serving. Honorably. Where the fuck you at? Cuz you fat pieces of shit in there making rules and delegating. Cops ain't even allowed to do their job. To be a cop, you got to be able to go above the law. Okay? When you take that away from a cop and you give them less rights than you and you allow them to be brandished bad for doing their job, that means people are going to start testing them, reaching around their belts. You guys created that. Back in the day, you didn't fuck with a cop because you get smacked. Cracked. Sometimes you get shot in the leg. I never had a trouble with a cop in my life. You know why? I never fucked with the cops. They catch us with a keg. They take a case, leave the keg. We didn't curse at them, spit on them, call them pig, till they were far away. Pig! And they knew it was a joke. We didn't disrespect. There was a line there. Now, what we've created now is a society of people that are used to disrespecting cops and a bunch of cops that are tired of being treated like shit, so they don't want to deal with it. Well, guess what's coming? When they turn the table and they say, you know what? Guys, sorry, there was an economic problem. There's a fucking light bulbs went out and there's no electricity. But we have these Walmarts we're going to put you in. And police are going to help you out. Yo, cops, there's no more rules. These guys fuck up, crack their fucking heads open. What did we create, people? A bunch of pissed off cops are going to crack your fucking heads open. Called fucking karma. And that's coming from the city that made the rules. So, right now, we're already a bunch of pussies because the heroes that are supposed... And I'm not talking about, hey, fuck me, right? I'm just the voice of what happened. It could have happened to anybody. I didn't start a fight. So let's not say that, oh, he's a bum or he's an asshole or he wears that hat. I'm talking about I lived next door to somebody and I was very respectful. They came onto my property 7 feet, not shared, 7 feet, to where I can't even sell the house without taking it back. And I gave them so much time because they didn't want to disrespect them, even though they had been disrespecting me. Now, this guy, Bilirubin, when I take the property back that I have to, make it nice, no disrespecting, he tries to have me killed with the SWAT team. Now imagine how that would have made them feel when they found out who I was. Because the information wasn't put on. Because this guy fucking has... So check out the DA for Philly. Not all of them. But you better check your asses. Because you fucking got innocent people like me with misdemeanors that are fucking fraudulent. If I would have went into your court 35 years, my son would have never been the same. Straight A student. Believes in God. We say prayers every night for 10 years. You'd have taken that from him and he'd have grown cold. And them straight A's wouldn't stand straight. And you'd have fucking ruined a generation of people because you're an asshole. Because I moved in. I knocked on your door in uniform, handed you my number, and I said, anything you need. I never got the opportunity to be a good neighbor because you never called. Did you? If you would have just called and said, yo, we want to know these property lines, make sure, because we don't like your trees. We want to take them down. I would have said, I don't give a fuck. You want to take them down, cut them down. What do you want to do? But instead of that, I still didn't disrespect you. I didn't take you to court on a felony crime. Not like, now I know it wasn't a fucking matter. No wonder you guys didn't give a fuck, and they're fucking, these girls over here treating my family like, they ran in my backyard one day, cursed in front of Stevie. I didn't even curse. I said, excuse me, can we go out front? I said, look, I gave you my phone number when you first moved in. You guys never complained before for being too loud. You could have texted me. I said, so why don't we start over? I gave no fuel to the fire. Now, 35 years, if I don't do that and I go to VA court and I get probation, which means that I have to be guilty of something I ain't guilty of, which the city has proof. This is the big part. The city of Philadelphia itself has all the evidence to let me off without having to have been embarrassed, to have, whatever, to tell my family for real, not just me. Okay, yeah. And that officer, why should he be wearing bars when he went in specifically to drive me crazy? Who would do such a thing? That's why the story, the people that hear my story got to talk to other people to vouch for me, because that's how stupid it is. But it's dead. It almost cost me my life and my son his soul. And it would have affected everybody everywhere. And nobody would have known the truth except for the fact that I was branded a stalker, terrorist, all this bullshit, man. And the people that this guy fucking illegally had writing down what I did every day, they didn't know why they were doing it. They were just doing it. He didn't even have a proper fucking documentation to have him do it because I obtained a firearm during the thing. Come on, Mo. Do your homework. You're fucking brandishing people's their opinions of me with no facts. That is defamation of character. You're a detective, you dick. So how do you feel now? Knowing that everybody's going to know that this dickhead, what's his name? The Pink Panther card, you see on my Facebook? This detective, jerk off. He's at the 15th district right now. Right now, he could come to your house, throw a gun in your closet. Because I'm telling you right now, he got no problem setting people up. He didn't think I could hear him. They were talking about doing a drug raid on my house because I have the copper things from fucking Wish. For my ends to my fucking copper lines, they have fucking serial numbers on them. When's the last time you bought a bag of fucking Coke with serial numbers on it? I'd be like, no thanks. Just because he fucked up. Because the AR-15 wasn't here. But did I go to jail for the night? 24 hours? Yeah. Was my bail originally set at $150,000? Who the fuck gets bail at $150,000 with no weapon found? Everything was permit to carry, legal. Philadelphia firefighter, active. Disabled veteran, honorable. Not a scratch on his record, but a made-up story with the cops had never responded to. Now, why aren't the judges even looking at that? Were they giving that information? I think that ought to be that judge that says to me, shh, don't say nothing, Mr. Killian. Well, let me tell you something, Mrs. Judge. Next time, check your shit. There was never police on the 17th. If I was endangering somebody's life and they called 911, there would have been a police dispatch and report and contact or a manhunt. The detectives don't have a warrant till the 31st. You know why? because the 2-day period, the SWAT can be dispatched. Now, how you going to get rid of somebody like me? You got to kill me. How do you do that? You take the picture of the AR-15, you know it's not registered. But it's not an assault rifle, you dumbass. It's a rifle, one shot apiece, which is considered a fucking handshake in the city of Philadelphia. You can have it registered, but I never even fired anything yet. Dumbass. I don't have to register it if it's not out of the house. Dumbass. You figured you'd kill us all, take the wallets, and come out with an AR-15 and 500 rounds of 5.56 armor-piercing bullets and say, this is what we made up, but it looks good. But you didn't get that, so you're trying to make something else up while I'm sitting there wondering if I'm going to see my kid? Well, guess what? Everybody who's watching, which is not that many, but they're going to talk. All right? I want you to look, because I ain't going to give you the name. If you don't give a fuck about your life, and you live anywhere near the 15th district, you know how many guys there are good guys? They got to work with this piece of shit. It's not their fault he's there. It's our fault. Because the higher-ups ain't going to do nothing unless somebody says something, and the code is, you don't rat. Blue don't rat on blue. I don't blame that. We got to start sticking up and saying, yo, I'm not a bitch. I'm not a pussy. This guy got me. He didn't beat me up. I'm not talking about when you deserve to get your ass whooped. I'm talking about when somebody goes out of their way to try to kill you over a personal reason. That's so bad. These guys should be doing life in prison. Because that would have been 8 souls dead. And they've been killed by good cops that hadn't have the information. You imagine how they would have felt when they would open my wallet and Josh's wallet, Theodora. All of us had permits to carry. 2 veterans and an active fireman. How do you think the guy that was in class with me, that was on SWAT, he went to SWAT, how he would have felt knowing he killed me? And not 4 large pits. 4 service dogs. A Weimaraner, Old English Bulldog, a fucking Beagle, and a goddamn fucking Lab. And I'm outside with a guy working on a tractor. They took the risk. And I did have a gun on my hip. They didn't see it. But when they came over, I leaned right over, put my right hand here and leaned over and said, go ahead. Out of respect. I didn't reach around and shit. They got the weapon. They said, thank you. What is going on here? And I said, I don't know. You tell me. It probably has something to do with the crooked politicians around here. I don't know. I live next door to a guy who cut $10,000 trees down. My lawyer walked away. Judge season. I don't know. You tell me. Ain't nobody's responsible. Everybody, you know how many times every day, the last couple of weeks, I was told, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, you know, you're going to get your name back, you got injured, so we'll get you a lateral promotion so you get that in your pension like anybody else. Not like the people that kill motherfuckers on a job that get promoted and all that on any job, doesn't matter where. Could be Baltimore or Seattle, I'm not sure. Well, Killian served honorably. Got shit on for a year. And didn't know what was happening. But I didn't bitch or complain. I lost everybody in my family. Everything that about me, no matter what, no good. I didn't cry. I didn't say nothing. I just moved on. But now somebody, the reason why I'm bitching and complaining, you guys want to say I'm bitching and complaining. Somebody tried to kill you and get away with it. And now you're not allowed to see your kid because he's on the street. And I can't blame her. Because he just said he wasn't going to stop. Bilirubin, how come nobody came to his house? OIG, FBI, NRA, you fucking joke. This whole city's a goddamn joke. And it's not because of the members. It ain't the Philly firefighters and the Philly police fucking officers. It's the higher ups. You guys got a job to do. Get off your donuts and get the fucking job done. Because we ain't gonna deal with this shit if one more of us die. Because of the fucking piece of shit nutter who switched everybody around and got Joyce Craig killed. Remember that? Fuck you, city. When he took everybody's fucking fire engines out and everybody started burning up when the ladders were fucking waiting on water. Nobody said nothing about that. Fuck you, city. Saving money, killing firemen, killing cops. How do you feel when you walk by a firehouse? You feel safe, right? Do you know that firehouse doesn't have water? They only have a ladder in it? Do you know they can't help you? No, you just trust. You know how many firehouses in this city are like that? You would be scared to death. So, because I've already been tried, convicted, killed, crucified, and tried again, fuck you! I'm here, alone, unarmed, and I don't give a fuck. And this is what, 4 or 5 days in a row? How many news media? You know why? I've been cut off, not because I'm crazy, or not because I'm not in the fire department anymore, because that's why I should be on the news. But I have been cut off from that because I have too much truth. Do you understand the ridiculousness of this guy's diaper? His little penis. He tried to kill me over my land. That's how much power he's got in his head. He's that sick. And he's our city controller. Controller. That means people's pensions are they're being held up. They're being fucked with. People are made to go back to work when they ain't supposed to. We're talking about the safety of our city with 2 rogue pieces of shit. And nobody can do nothing. Because they might be next on the list. So I say to you guys, call me crazy. I don't fuck you too. I don't care about Steve Killian. Alright? No one seems to care about Steve Killian. And it made me better. So thanks. But think about this. The next time there's a fire, you expect that guy to get there on time, right? The next time you need a cop, you expect him to treat you fairly. It ain't the cops. It's the politicians bringing in rules to make the tension higher. You shouldn't be able to cross the line if you're a cop or a civilian. You have respect both ways. Gives respect, gets respect. Now, when you make the law for the cop, not allowed. Now, of course, the civilian's going to go, you ain't got no fucking authority, and spit in your face. You created that, city. When you got a whole block burning on Unity Street, and the fucking firehouse is on Folk Rod and Dara, and the people are screaming, why? Well, they got rid of that engine that was in that firehouse. The firemen didn't. The city did to save money. You know, we're the least amount. We use the least amount of people per truck. The oldest trucks, 90s, first line piece you're running with a 90. Think about how old a 90 is. Front line piece. Even Detroit has, the trucks are only 10 years old and they get rid of them. We're running to save you with bolts flying off the fucking trucks, crashing them, not because we can't drive, because they fail, because the city won't spend money on that shit. When every other city, you ever drive by them nice firehouse, you got a big, the American flag, and they pride American flag in their fucking fire fucking fire truck, that's $800, that little flag. But to them, when you look good, you trust them. You look at these rundown firehouses, beat up trucks, you're kind of like, fuck, cuz. No wonder you kill a fireman every year for the past 100 years. We got the most in the country. Not because we suck. We're actually the most aggressive fire department in the country. We use the least amount of people, the oldest equipment, and the least amount of water provided. Square footage. The most aggressive. We put our lives in more danger individually than any department in the country. And New York, we love you. 9/11, nothing, nobody's taking that. I'm telling you, they fucking with an honorable firefighter, has no pension. My kid doesn't have insurance. That's huge. And no one can do nothing except for the people. Because they're going to let it happen because I'm nothing compared to the people that would have to get in trouble. Nobody wants to see that on the news. So what do? Why do we at the OIG have the best record around for the OIG? That means there's no corruption. Because out of 600 claims, 63 were taken action on. And that's because those people were important. They were minorities. Not like minority like color, talking about money. They didn't have nothing valuable for the city to save. 600 corrupted families, which means the city did something so corrupt to them. They either killed someone in their family, planted something to take them to jail. And I'm not talking about the good cops at all. I'm talking about the rogue detectives and the rogue punk-ass politicians. The guys that like to go ride in the truck to see what's going on because they never had the balls to do anything except for go on the computer and fucking jerk off. You fucking dork. Says he's never going to stop coming after me. When did you start? You sent innocent men to kill an innocent man. Yet you go to church at Calvary? That ain't no church, it's a building. Church is in you, pal. You dumb motherfucker. You can play the part. God sees your heart, you fucking coward. Are you that stupid? Or are you just one of them clone drone motherfuckers we're supposed to be confused with? That make money important. Because it sure don't help buy you hair. I'm bald too, but you're a disgrace to bald men. Because you're fat and bald and short. And now you're making all those guys that fucking were killing it. And you're fucking it up. So to you, Bill Rubin and the Pink Panther at the 15th, that tried to have me killed. Yeah? Look at my Facebook, look at my son. And look at him. Really. He's got God in him. And the reason why I'm alive is because you guys don't. And you guys got something coming that ain't never been done to you before. You ain't never seen nothing like this. And I'm not threatening you, but I won't move out of my chair. You won't. There ain't no physical nothing gonna happen to you. You might shit yourself out of fear. But that's your fucking problem. From being a fat piece of shit. I do shit myself, but I got a thing. It's completely different. Fucking stressed the fuck out. Because I ain't allowed to go over to your house and kill to you. You piece of shit. I gotta sit here and wait for you to kill to me. And be called crazy by the people that know me most. Because it's been a year of them shitting on me. And the fucking truth finally comes out. Nobody has the manhood or the friendship or the family to call you immediately and say, look, even if you don't ever want to talk again, I'm sorry, man. It's understandable you didn't trust me because the guys were put in a position to not trust me too. It's not even their fault. So of course, I apologize to all those guys. They didn't know. I wouldn't, your lieutenant is a fucking, that's it. The guys break balls. The lieutenant, he doesn't say shit like that. That breaks people up. No trust, man. No trust. You got nothing. You sent a guy in that you go to church with, you fucking devil motherfuckers. Roger goes there. That piece of shit at Anderson. Fucking pricks. You probably all hang out together. Anyway, what I'm trying to tell you people is that there's a rogue detective at the 15th. He's allowed to work right now, and he might come to your house for something. Take advantage of you. Bilirubin's out there in everybody's shit. Pulling shit. Making documents. You know, you can take a cover page off of something. Make it your own. In real court, they bring it back to the original page. But with the little crew they got, they're going boom, boom, boom. Anything they want. And that's what they did to me. If I committed a crime, everybody knows I can't live with it. I wouldn't be able to, I'd be like, fuck. I'm not. This is 5 days. I ain't ran nothing. I got fired because I refused to put people in danger. You think that's going to last? If I die, I won't get it. And if the city doesn't make sure my kid gets it, people know. You guys know that people don't care about me, right? That's why you're going off of this? Let me tell you something, cuz. There'll be more people at that funeral than you can fucking hold in the city. And the sky will be green. And the fucking ground will be red. And that ain't a threat. That's the truth. I'll be dead. You better hide. So what I'm telling you is that all the talk that's going on now, you think they're not listening? Like you guys listen? These guys are going to put you the fuck away. So when you are sitting around Bilirubin or the Pink Panther, you better not be doing this. Because you're going to go with them. Alright? Don't be threatening people in jail cells and beating them up today. Because people are watching. Please. No disrespect. You guys treated me wonderfully. But, you know what I'm talking about. He's a fucking pussy. And he has every right now to dispatch himself to my house and put a bullet in my head in front of you guys while I'm doing this. And he will walk. That is real. That happens. Not a lot. The city is pretty contained. But you got rogue people. They got too much power. This Bilirubin guy's been going on for a while, dude. You check out his record. He's been in the city getting these old blood or something. Through every position. And he's real smart, you know. One of them guys, he's super smart. You know, he sold his soul to the devil or something. Or he just has no dick. I don't know. Or he has a big dick. And he's smart. He's just too goddamn dumb to not fuck it up. And he got the wrong guy. Because I don't care if I die. Because I'm good with God. You fuck. You take my children. I take you from this seat. Praise God, you piece of shit. And I'm going to watch you from here. Either, because you won't come to me. You know that, you motherfucker. Neither one of you guys will. And you know what? I don't think SWAT is going to be doing anything crazy in 1902 because they know about me. They know what you did. They don't respect you. And I respect them. And I tried to get you that award, guys, because you deserve it. And my whole family is grateful. The family that I have left is grateful. And I know you, the dude from 187. I ain't going to say your name because I respect that. You know, nobody wants to be involved with me. I understand. You don't see a fucking crowd around my house. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen anyone. And it's not anybody's fault. Because I was branded pretty bad. But I didn't cry, I didn't bitch, I didn't nothing. I moved on and I was going to live with it. But the truth came out and there's people in the department that won't let it go. So I'm letting it go. I gave them. Remember I said, I'll let that tomorrow. And I told them, yo, you pretty much agreed to have me killed too and washed away. And I'm still giving you a chance to not throw your name. That's the governor too. He's not excluded. I called him. He got that voicemail, trust me. The mayor got an email. His dad was a fireman. What the fuck are they doing? You tell me. Steve Killian. Dead already. They just killed me in front of you guys. But they missed. So I'm the living dead fireman that you don't usually get to see. But I'm alive. Telling you the truth. These people, these pussies, they need to be stopped. And all it takes is one cop to stand up and say, yo, anybody who served, we have the right to conduct and correct our politicians, to cite them on spot. If you ever raised your hand in the military, you could cite him. If you know he committed a crime or is suspected, as if we were, of committing a crime, which I just told you that he did. And my word is just as good, if not better than his. Because I don't have any brandishes on my record. He has them. Read the paper. How's he working with that much power when he's already been accused? And I never been accused of nothing that somebody else didn't do. His all shit gets squashed and nobody knows where nobody goes. Me, I don't have nobody but Steve. If I'm a junkie and a loser, how the fuck am I doing everything I'm doing? Alright? You gotta know how to play the game. You do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I ain't never broke no law, and I ain't never hurt nobody. Don't judge me. You ain't me. You couldn't walk fucking 2 minutes in my shoes. It's because they're a size 7, but that don't mean you could do it. I'm not kidding, people. You can't judge people because of bullshit you hear. Until you know, you fucking shut up. I've done more in my life with no fucking brain. I had no genetics. He's not genetically capable of winning. And I never quit. Even when I failed, I never quit. And I ain't boosting myself. I'm saying don't say something about me unless it's true. That's all. And if you don't want to say that, good. Like your mother would have smacked you in the mouth for, don't say none at all. Because I am somebody's father. And he hears that shit. He cries. Because he's around you motherfuckers. He comes and he says, Dad, I can't believe the way they talk about you. I never disrespected his mother or any of his aunts and uncles. Not one person in this family, in my life, in front of him. You ought to fucking check yourself. Every single one that could possibly watch. Because let me tell you something. The worst thing you could do in this world is have too much pride. Pride takes a backseat to being a man. You know what everybody's talking shit saying? Why are you doing that, Steve? Because they're scared. And when they're seeing something that they're scared of, they're saying, oh, well, he's going to get, us jammed up and this and that. No, Mo. No. You were allowing me to die. So get in the right. And stop this bullshit, white collar bullshit. We're the fucking workers. We're giving these motherfuckers $100,000 a year to kill firemen who wanted... Yo, I never owned nothing in my goddamn life. Slept in my aunt's living room. We got evicted. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing. And I never cared. I actually appreciated it. But we're talking about, I worked for this house. I bought it myself. No help. I don't have nobody to call Steve don't have the mortgage. Even though I know I can count on you, Gino. On me, Alibi. I know. But I'm talking about family here. I don't have nobody like that we just, oh yeah, mommy, dad. No. All right? And I ain't never fucked that up. So you could say, into cocaine. I don't do cocaine because I did so much. My heart don't work right. Fuck you. Drink beer? 2 years. Fuck you. Little whiskey? It's good for me. Whatever. Stay clever. Always pass. Never ask. Don't fuck with me. It's none of your fucking business. Alright? I don't pick fights with you when I do it, do I? I black out, fuck, smack you around, call your names, blast you on Facebook? No. No, I don't. I talk just like this, don't I? Or I'll talk fun. I never talk like this. This is upsetting to people who know me. Unless you hate me. And then you're like, we got him. You didn't get shit. This is a warning. This is a warning to everybody who doesn't know how this city's being corrupted. And it ain't the cops and firemen that are doing it. It's the politicians. And it ain't all of them. And I'm not sure about the governor and the mayor. I don't know. I'm saying I'm used to responding immediately. I'm not a fireman now. When we got the call, we showed up. I've been sitting here, a duck, saving my... Everybody's going, why are you getting loud on Facebook? Because I'm in the light. They can't kill me. Dumb fuck. I'm saving myself. And at first it don't sound right. But things, once I get to Oprah, who gives a shit that I was screaming to stay alive? Because I don't even get an ice cream man come up the street, let alone a cop now. You know what I mean? You get it? Alright? And if you said something about me, I get it. But don't do it anymore because it ain't right. Alright? Good morning. God damn yelling and shit. Pass the fucking message on, please. Spread it around. Let the fucking people know, man. This is fucking terrible. Ain't going to jail, first of all. They're going to have to shoot me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You took on my family. I ain't going to kill nobody. That gun was never fired. I wear it on my hip. So I didn't get nobody around me. So I don't got to shoot at you. That's why they were coming on my property, stealing my shit. I go to jail. How'd that work? It's called corruption. And that ain't happening, Bilirubin, no more. If that dude's working by the end of the day, I'm citing the fucking state. And if you think I can't, do it. Killian's out.